Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Afternoon Market Action. My name is Glenn.
My name is Ryan.
And we will be your host for the next hour or so in regards to what's going on in the market. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm waiting for the alert to hit. Before we get started, though, there was... I just want to say our hearts go out to the high school in Atlanta. There was a shooting at a high school where 2 people died and 4 were injured. I was watching that prior to us coming online. We always talk about what's going on in the stock market and things like that, but I think that things like that, which are senseless, our hearts have to go out to the people who are suffering. And we need to, as a society, help to lift each other up. So I just wanted to mention that before we got started. Not to put a damper on everything, but, take a little moment to acknowledge that something like that happened and that we need to be cognizant of what things other people go through. And know that they are not going through it alone. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there. And man, the market's just going through some stuff. I think that yesterday's move on the market, especially what happened with NVIDIA, might have been an overreaction. But I just say that. Hopefully a lot of you watched the video that I put out in regards to the 4 different ways to accommodate if you were holding NVIDIA. And I still hold half a position on NVDL. I still hold a half a position on NVDL. Jerry was right. One of the things I talked about was buying puts, selling covered calls, selling half the position, if not all of it, because you need to trade the chart, not your heart. And then the last thing I did talk about was buying the contra. So I did overcome the big pullback on NVDL. I already sold half of it. I picked up some NVDS, and because of the big down day yesterday, I picked up some UVXY. I was able to ride that out and keep myself, on the right side in my NVDL trade without taking a big hit. So there we go. There was a lot of selling before this letter was released. What are you talking about, Ramon? Lance is who's Lance? Lance who? Lance Robert. Who's Lance Robert? I don't know who that is.
Well, you heard about their SEC probe on them, right?
On Lance? On who?
No, not on Lance, on NVIDIA.
Oh, yeah.
Their antitrust?
Yeah, something, I'm still, I'm a perma bull on it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just took precautions to protect myself while I was still in it. So that's all that I did. And, there's news coming out. And a lot of that, you said, Ryan, was because of SMCI's short.
The Hindenburg report?
Yeah, the Hindenburg report on it. So,
yeah.
See. All right.
As far as the sell-off, I've said it several times over the last 2 weeks, and I actually got to live up to it. I said if NVIDIA gets below our valuation, nibbling in or starting a position, never a bad idea. I actually just put some money in my brokerage account. Got to take a few days, but as long as it stays below our valuation, I think you're getting a great deal on NVIDIA.
I agree with that. I think it's
literally
a great long-term play. Go ahead.
They're in an antitrust suit because no one can compete with them. And I remember in the letter I was talking about Intel and stuff. These companies are years behind Taiwan Semi and NVIDIA's partnership. So I'm a big believer in NVIDIA. I've talked about it before. The semiconductor space being cyclical in nature. It has its runs and it has its falls. Right now, it's not the hottest space to be in. Let's be honest.
I agree.
But I don't think it's over. And I think as long as you manage your position and don't get emotionally attached to some of these stocks and move in and out of them appropriately, there is money to be made here.
All right. We're going to start off with what's going on in the market. I don't know how I do this. Do I do it here?
That looks like a clear triple top with price rejection.
You see that, but they don't.
Because
Joey.
Oh, they see it?
Yeah. All right. So now there it is. As Ryan just said, triple top, price rejection, a lot of selling pressure on today's candle. A lot of selling, and right at a level of support, sitting at about 67.99, right there. But you know something? I'm still a little bullish. Hey, and maybe I'm crazy. Gnarls Barkley wrote crazy. Now I might be crazy. I might be, but I'm of the mindset this was. How many of you think that yesterday was an overreaction to the market? Notice that all of these bars going up, and that's a big down day. How many of you think that yesterday was an overreaction in the market? Type of 1. If you just think that the market needed this or that this was part of the triple top and then pulling back, and this is normal, type of 2. I'm curious.
But if you look at that chart, every time we get to that resistance level, there's a steep sell-off on all 3 of those touches.
Here,
today, obviously.
Here, and here. But it stopped. This is the fastest. Maybe, but this is the fastest that it might have stopped. We'll see. So a lot of people think that this is normal, and that's fine. Again, all I do is ask the questions. I like the interaction. I want you to interact. I want you to tell me what's on your mind. All right.
Randall says plenty of volatility.
That's true.
And you know what helps when the market's volatile? Selling premiums.
Yeah, because the volatility.
Especially if you're talking NVIDIA, and a lot of people are talking, protecting NVIDIA, and Glenn is right. Selling covered calls with this high volatility, you're going to get a lot more premium, and you're protecting a great stock.
And I took advantage of the volatility yesterday playing the UVXY. It was up like 30%.
I did that as well.
It was up, so I took it. And then I dumped it today. I did dump it today. But it was a nice play. That and SQQQ, along with NVDS, all 3 of those plays helped to offset the price decline in my NVDL. And Bill is right. The first week of September is historically the worst of the year. Not only that, markets tend to pull back from September to the end of October, and then from October going into the end of the year, we normally have like the Santa rally, the going into the next year. But
that's what happened last year.
Yeah.
Well, the dip went until November, and then once the Federal Reserve talked about interest rate cuts, then we had a strong Santa rally.
Yeah, we did. So we'll see how that all plays out. All right. From here, I just want to go out to the news, what's moving the market. Both of us put in a story about the jolts. Job openings fall more than expected in July. Quits rate stays subdued. All right, that was my story. Ryan had job openings fell more than expected in July, and another sign of labor market softening. All of this is becoming fodder for the Fed to cut rates in 2 weeks from today, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at this. The job openings, lowest level since January 2021. So almost 3 years of data, and we're at the lowest level of that. So we're seeing what did you say?
No, go ahead. Finish.
Oh, I would say, so we're seeing signs of weakness in the economy, and clearly the Fed is, seeing that as well with these potential interest rate cuts. So for today, I put UVXY. I'm going to open up a small position in my portfolio, and that's why I have the story right now. And the rest will be in cash. I feel like that's the smart play right now. I got a couple long positions, UVXY to hedge, but mostly in cash.
All right. Lisa puts up a good point. UVXY, SQQQ, NVDS, too late to play now. I think that what you saw on the market timing graph, we saw the big wick at the top, which shows a lot of selling pressure. We got a little bit of indecision or doji going on right at support. Too late to sell now or to play now. Let's go see what happens with tomorrow. Let's see if we get confirmation, because right now we're sitting on a shooting star pattern. We're sitting on a shooting star pattern. But if it does not follow through tomorrow, then the answer is I would wait on playing those 3, Lisa. But if we get confirmation going into tomorrow that the market continues to move down going into tomorrow, then I don't think it's too late, because the market will have even more downside to another level of support.
And if you are in, contra ETFs or thinking about getting in them, I mean, those are traders, so typically like a 3 and 8 day exponential moving average work real good for something like that. Something to help capture momentum, a trailing stop. What you don't want is, put some like 30% gain, 15% loss on.
Not right now.
Who knows how that's going to work, but
Absolutely.
Just put in some kind of stop or, some kind of method designed to capture that momentum.
Akshay said, was there an alert sent today? Yes. Joey sat right here and watched me set that alert. What's the number at?
Joe, you might need to watch him a little closer.
No, Joey watched me. I did it.
We're
right?
at 118, which is rather low.
It is. I'm wondering.
It's like half of what we normally get.
Joey's going to check. All right, let me go to my next story before he checks. Factory orders rise more than expected in July after 2 months of declines. I want to get through these real quick because I want to do something a little different today. Mark says he didn't get one either. That's why I'm late. Janice said it sent one notification?
It sent one person showed up.
All right. That's great. Joey's going to fix it. Sigh. All right.
Ripman says I did. All right, I'm sorry about that.
All right. Stop typing in the room that you didn't get one. We're going to fix it. You didn't get one? No, okay. Stop.
Sounds like we need to do a poll in the comments.
No, we don't need to do a poll. Ours? So it's not me. It was okay. It wasn't me. Then I should have.
Carol was the one person that got the notification. Glenn.
That was the one. She must have been the one.
That was Carol.
Oh, that's funny.
Got you on speed dial, Carol.
I did. Carol, I made sure I took care of you.
Be careful of that.
Android rock. No, they don't.
Hey,
right.
Oh, and it's an Android too. That's probably why it worked, Glenn.
Whatever. All right.
Be honest. Sorry, all the iPhone users out there.
This is another story talking about September. Investors as September begins. While prices are rising, we are seeing dwindling of buyers at current prices. Despite the diminishing pool of buyers at current levels, investors are becoming increasingly bullish as prices rise. Interesting. A primary risk to bullish investors is removing a critical buyer in the market, corporation.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is this is going to be an interesting story. These stocks typically have the best and worst Septembers. Here's the stocks with the best Septembers, and I took 2 or 3 of these stocks, but look at this. Bath and Body Works. I guess maybe because people are starting to shop for Christmas. Maybe. I don't know. CF Holdings, Love, Southwest Airlines. People probably trap. Well, this is September. It's September. ConocoPhillips. So we got a couple of oil stocks in here. Royal Caribbean. So Southwest and Royal happen to be travel stocks. Union Pacific, Palo Alto, PNAW, CDW, and Northern Suffolk. So I took, I think, 3 of the stocks from here to put into my list today. This is another story. NFL season expected to spur a record $35 billion in legal sports wagers and probably $70 billion in illegal wagers. But nonetheless, I took a couple of these stocks. I took Caesar, DraftKings, and Penn. These might be stocks to keep your eyes on, especially as football season starts. When? Tomorrow. Are you ready for some football?
Yeah.
All right, so 3 waging stocks to keep your eyes on. Electric vehicle outlook for 2025 as per Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley analysts are signaling a slowdown in the global adoption of EVs over the next 12 to 18 months due to economic uncertainties and geopolitical challenges. I did take 3 stocks out of here: Tesla, NIO, and XPEV. All right, we're going to take a look at those. I think Tesla is the one that's going to still play a major role and still be okay. NVIDIA, Dollar Tree, and Hormel Foods fall pre-market. These are some, I made a watch list of some stocks that I was looking at pre-market.
Hey, which one rose, Glenn?
Let's go see. NVIDIA fell.
I'm just
Dollar Tree fell. Hormel fell. Zscaler fell. Asana fell. I don't know who that is. Clover rose. I tried to play that as a day trade this morning. It didn't work out so well. GitLab increased, and United Steel stock rose. So it's a few rose, but the majority of them fell pre-market. I still tried to play them throughout the morning. So I wanted to get through these stories quick. Ryan, you see what time it is, right? I got through the stories. Just me. Just me. I just want you to know that, Joey. I'm tired of y'all flopping your jibs. All right. No, we're not 20. We're only 9:14. All right, on 2:14. One last thing before we do get into the meat and potatoes. There's going to be a webcast today, Wednesday, September 4th. Well, that already happened. The 12 o'clock one already happened. But today at 6 p.m., free webcast. the Options Jump Starter course, a beginner's guide to profitable options trading. Joey's going to put the link in the chat for you guys. If nothing else, I want you guys to at least sign up for the free webcast given by Jim Penna this afternoon at 6 p.m. All right?
And the good thing about Jim Penna is he's a covered call specialist.
Yep.
So if you don't know how to put insurance on your stocks, definitely check this out. That's how I learned was Options Jump Starter.
So for those of you who want to learn options, this is a free webcast at 6 p.m. today. What the important terms are, the best time to place an option trade, how to increase your probability of success. And this right here is probably the most key point. How to increase your probability of success. A lot of people try options, don't know what they're doing, and lose money, and they hate it. But how to increase your probability and the 5-step option profit system. It is today at 6 p.m. It is absolutely free. I want all of you, real quick, to go click on that link and sign up for it. It is it's free 99. Right?
And there's one tomorrow. So
and there's one tomorrow.
What's tomorrow? 5 o'clock.
You can sign up for either one. All right, whether it's today at 6 p.m. or tomorrow at 4:30 p.m., fill this out. Fill this out. Will it be on replay? The only way you will get a replay, Lisa, is if you sign up for it. You got to register. So if you can't watch it live, but you want the replay, you still have to register. You do that, you get the replay for free. All right,
from what I remember, you usually get the replay in your email maybe 2 days after the live stream.
I think you get it the same day.
Oh, okay.
I think you do. I think you get it the same day. All right. So those are all of the things that are going on in the market. Let's go back to the software. Again. Their question about taking those short trades. Be careful with it. I need to see if we get follow through going into tomorrow. Again, a shooting star right at support. And let's make sure that everybody, there it is. Janice says, yes, the replay comes the same day. So there you go. Ripman just signed up. Thank you. I need you guys to support.
Thank you, Ripman.
I need you guys to support Jim Penna. He does a great job on that course and talking more about what it's all about, especially.
And he used to be a market maker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so he knows what the flying flip he's talking about.
That's what I'm saying. If you want to learn covered calls and how to, especially in today's volatile market, perfect time for a free webcast on insurance on your stocks.
All right. So let's now go to the viewers tab. Let's go look at the market indices. All right, let's go look at the market indices. Mixed market, the Qs are slightly up, really flat to up. The biggest mover is the Russell, down about 0.2%. VIX is rising. People are getting more fearful in the market. The only ones, the spiders have an RT above 1. The Dow has all three of the major indices, with all of them, all of the major indices are still technically in uptrends. Right, they're still technically in uptrends. So overall, I think yesterday was a big down day. I think it was an overreaction. We still are slightly down for the day, but the biggest move right now is only the IWM or the Russell 2000 down about 0.25%. All right, so now I told Ryan I wanted to do something different today. Today, these are AMA big movers. These are stocks that are up at least 10% from this morning, pre-market, and sorted by volume. This was most active gainers, Ryan.
Okay.
All right, looking at from this morning, look at this stock, WISA Techno, up 96%. I want to do something. I want to graph these. And for the purposes, look at that jump up, but look at that give back too. For the purposes of trading intraday, I want to see if we have any of these stocks that we would like to trade today. I know it's later in the afternoon, but I wanted to see from the standpoint of live trading, was there anything that we like today that we would look at that's up so much? You understand?
I got it.
All right. So if I'm looking at this on intraday, we're looking at intraday 5-minute bars. All right. We're looking at things like the stop price to get in and out, looking at volume, which I think from a day trade perspective makes a lot of sense, and looking at relative timing, stocks in an uptrend, Ryan, if I were trying to take advantage of this fast mover, one, I don't want to chase it. So what would I look for, Ryan?
Those three wicks, those three upper wicks that we just passed.
Right.
I draw a free horizontal line. Right at the top of it. Yep. Right around that range. And if price action can get above that, I think we got a good trade.
All right. So
that'd be the first thing I'd look at.
I agree. All right. I agree. And that's from a day trade perspective. I know it's late in the day. The big move was made somewhere around here. Love that move. Shooting star, follow through, level of support, bounced off support, going back up. Now we got a level of resistance. All right. Let's go look at the next one. This was another big move at the market open. Big gap up, right? Big gap up. Would you take this today?
Not right now. Not seeing any follow through on that.
Not only that, what else do you see?
Clear downtrend.
Yep. Wouldn't touch that today. This is where the move was made. Would I take it later in the afternoon? No. Next one. Same kind of scenario here. You agree?
Ooh. Exactly. Same
scenario. I got solid level of support. Got a solid level of resistance.
Yeah, I was saying, you got a clear channel.
I got a clear channel. After the bump up this morning, though, look at that, and it settled in.
If it breaks to the downside, there's a gap to fill.
Absolutely. Well, it started fading the gap a little bit.
Yeah.
It did, but Joey, stop.
What I do?
You just sitting there acting like a Joey. Interesting on Tesla.
Tesla's
on my list as a stock I'm putting in my portfolio today.
Tesla's?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice move up, continued to move up. If I'm taking it now, I'm looking for this, breaking through this level of 232.27. But one of the few stocks that we just looked at that's still moving up for the day. You agree? No? Maybe?
No, I agree. Yeah, as far as a day trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could break that high, I like it.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. AMD, that's in your wheelhouse.
I'm seeing a pretty clear downward trend line. Connect those two tops with a freehand line. Yeah, if we could break that trend line and just for confirmation, get above this high right here, I'm thinking we're looking good. Maybe you do like a light open, start your position if we get a clear breakout to the upside of this downward trend line. Other than that, I'd fill out the rest of the position if we broke up above this prior swing high.
I agree with that. Okay. Remember, these are big movers, Neo, in that space with EVs.
Big momentum this morning, fizzling out. Same kind of channel situation we saw with the other one, it looks like. Some consolidation. What I do like is that the prior swing low that we saw just a few candlesticks ago is higher than the touch. Yep, there we are. So I do like that, but right now, no momentum. I see volume. I mean, volume is pretty much just dropping off like a rock. So yeah, I'd wait. Not a whole lot going right now with this one.
In a channel, but rising in the channel. I like that. Okay. Real quick, what else is in here?
Oh, here's your guy. Well, yeah. I guess this is the opposite. Well, you don't want this to go up, do you, Glenn?
No,
you're holding NVDL.
I'm in NVDL. I know. Anyway, it's moving up. It's moving on up to the east side. You know where it's going? It's going to that deluxe apartment in the sky. You know what that's called? You know what that's called right there, Ryan? That's called an ascending triangle. That's a bullish sign intraday. I like that.
Yeah, but if you drag
that's on the short side. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, side.
Don't like that.
That's on the short side. I don't like that. Oh, maybe I was thinking about trying to put some NVIDIA in my portfolio. If the short looks like this ascending triangle, which could be a bullish sign for it, maybe I don't take that.
Go to regular NVDA while we're talking about it. I'm just curious to what our valuation's done because it was still rising last time I looked.
Who did that? Who types like that?
You're telling me, Glenn.
Oh,
it's undervalued.
That's the stop. That's the stop.
Look, the value's still going up. 121.
And we're under it.
All right, well, I'm going to add it to my portfolio. I told you guys, and I'm adding it to my real-time portfolio. I'm just waiting for the funds
so
to
maybe
settle.
I do take the NVIDIA trade.
Oh, don't copy me, Glenn.
Dude, I told you I was going to take it until I looked at the graph. Don't be starting with me until I looked at the graph.
But I think the way we do it in our portfolio is a 7% stop. I'm good with that with NVIDIA.
And look at the last time.
I would take the 7% risk.
Look at the last time it fell undervalued.
Oh, I know. That's why I've been saying it.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Last week, I said it several times. Like, if NVIDIA gets back to undervalued, I'm buying it.
So look at the screen. I told you I wrote these two down on my sticky note. Those are my two stocks: TSLL and NVDL. See, I wanted you to know that I freaking wrote it down. That I wasn't just. You're like, don't be copying me. I don't copy you. Did I play the leverage? I am going to play. At least I'm thinking about playing the leveraged TSLL. All right, so I do like that. It is undervalued again. Stop at its level. Look at that. Nice level of support. All right. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say the way I would play it, so normally in this portfolio here, we'd have $1,000 positions.
Yeah.
Maybe just open up with $300-400 worth. Open up a position with it being undervalued.
Go big or stay home.
Go big.
Dang, you said
say that until.
Why don't you go big? I don't like this play.
You go all in, Glenn.
I am. I'm going all in. That's right.
I'm going all in.
Big jump, and Jeff. I'm bullish on NVIDIA. This graph right there helped me out to confirm it did drop below its value. Last time that happened. Last time it dropped below value, shot up nicely.
Lee said they're long and married to it.
I'm not married to it.
I've actually never owned NVIDIA yet.
I have.
Oh, you have? I haven't bought it yet. I've been playing AMD and others and ARM. But like I've said it several times, if NVIDIA goes undervalued, I'm not doing it as like a trade. I'm doing it as more of a long-term investment.
Okay. All right. And so this WINT, no. All right. So those
it already filled the gap.
These are stocks that I wanted to look at to see if there was any day trade abilities to it. Did anybody like that? Yes or no? Did you like that? Because if it wasn't worth it, we won't do that anymore. But look at this.
We have a lot of day traders in the room.
I don't know.
We should take a poll on that.
Joey,
how many people actively day trade here?
Do you actively day trade? Yes or no?
I think that's a great question.
Joey's going to put a poll.
Jazz says FFIE. Ooh.
FFIE is in my other.
High flyer.
Hold on, I got another list. Where's it at? Ryan's picks. Pre-market movers. Pre-market movers is another one that I like. And FFIE is in there. FFIE is in here. So we're gonna do this real quick. This was pre-market movers. Let's graph these. And this is still on intraday. I want this on intraday, 5-minute bars, current day. Nothing.
I don't like what I see there.
Where was the move?
It broke the downward trend line and went right back to it.
Yep.
So from wick today.
Nice move up today, but Dave said no. Oh, okay. Joey is putting it. Wow, a lot more people are not day traders. So maybe we don't do this again.
40-60%. I mean, that's pretty. Somewhat split.
Said no. Clover was a trade that I tried today. Didn't quite work out. Nice gap up at the morning.
Oh, get rid of your value.
Yep. Nice up day today. From the open, though.
I like this. Just hit a high recently, and we're pretty close to it. I'd say if it surpasses that prior high.
Okay, from a day trade perspective, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla, I'm feeling Tesla. I don't know why, but I am. AMD, no.
That looks like it's going to set up.
UVXY.
Still on the rise.
I dropped it this morning, and now look at it again. Son of a gun. Look at that. Where would I buy it if I'm day trading it today?
Right there, yep.
Right there. $29 even. I put in a buy order at $29.12. Look at that. All right. This is from this morning. NVIDIA. I'm still taking my NVIDIA trade. I don't care what you say. It faded the gap too.
G Money. Glenn is definitely a Palantir guy.
Oh yeah, I'm still in my Palantir too. MVDS, that's the short side. No.
No.
Intel.
That's a clear short. I mean, a clear downtrend.
That's the only way I would look at Intel right now. Strictly from a short perspective.
And you're about to touch that line. If I get a retracement from that downward trend line here in the next few minutes, that might be a good short strategy.
I agree with that.
Especially with the UVX on the rise still.
Couple of more. Hormel Foods never faded the gap, really. So
Rip,
no.
man, I have a feeling Broadcom's earnings will affect all semiconductors tomorrow.
That's going to be the next big mover of semiconductors.
That's the only trillion cap company right now
Left.
that's reporting this week. And I'm pretty sure they're still worth over $1 trillion. I have to check.
Rant says, that's good. You used to didn't like Tesla. I've always loved Tesla. I've always played the chart, though. Steel. That was the big news of Kamala Harris wanting to
shutting down with Nucor. Which Nucor is based out of North Carolina. Do you know that?
I don't know why.
Listen, I don't know why. I was like, I didn't know we had steel here in North Carolina.
Dollar Tree earnings came in poopy. Stock is poopy. All right. So again, depending on how you feel, if you guys don't like the whole day trading perspective, we won't do this anymore. But I wanted to try this today. And
Lisa, I'm not in DFIN, but I'm not counting it out. I know, Glenn, are you still in DFIN?
I'm still in DFIN.
Okay.
I'm still up on it. I'm not up a ton. I think I'm up about 5% on DFIN. I took a hit, but I'm still up on DFIN.
Okay.
Randall says, check September history. September history shows that September is going to be a tough month.
Does a defense stock, Glenn, count as a defense stock in your portfolio? Like hedging against the market?
No. I know what you meant.
Like a
no.
Big question right now is going into recession.
No.
Are defense stocks historically good to hold going into recession or weakening economic data? I'm just asking.
I don't know. I haven't done the research on that. I don't know. How about that? Okay.
I don't know.
Troy says, Glenn and Ryan just got in late. Recommend NVIDIA or NVDL? I do. I think we both do.
Yeah, they're both bullish. Like I said, with NVIDIA being undervalued right now, I'm a buyer. I'm waiting for the money to hit my account. Hopefully it's still undervalued. I'll buy a couple shares.
All right. Let's do one last thing. Glenn's picks last week. Let's go see. DFIN was in there. Berkshire, SMCI. I wasn't bullish on SMCI. There was no way I would have been bullish on SMCI. So let's go.
I don't know, Glenn.
No, I do know. And you do know. Know.
I know.
Let's go back a week.
That short might have worked out for you, though.
Probably not. Let's go back. I don't think so. Let's go back a week. The stocks I would have been bullish on. Where's my quick test? Oh, I'm only
That's
down.
Not bad.
That's not bad for the week that we've had, right?
Look at the broad market down over 1%.
Oh, DFIN got the worst of me, but Berkshire went up and Chewy went up. We did better than the market.
Lee says Smith & Wesson is a defense stock in a recession, and I know I've heard it in the comment section about, was it the sin stocks, the alcohol, stuff like that coming back? I have heard those being recession stocks. I mean, last time there was a recession, that was a long time ago for me.
Maybe.
But I have heard that in the past. Is that kind of true, Glenn?
You know something? I'm going to maybe do a video. Let's go. I'm going to do research.
That's not about recession stocks. Get ready, just in case.
I might do a video, but I got to research it first. That may not be a bad video to do. Recession plays. I don't know if I want to call them recession proof.
Normally, I mean, we all know, utilities, some kind of, value, big value or blue chip dividend stock is usually a good route to go during a recession.
I agree. But utilities, and the only time I'm going to take a utility is if it pays a good dividend. That's the only way I'm going to take it.
Well, correct, yeah.
Right. All right.
But yeah, as far as defense and, these sin stocks, that's actually, let's look into that, Glenn. I'm curious.
All right. I might do it for Friday. I might do it for Friday's video. But I got to look into it first.
Okay.
All right. So my picks for this week, there's only two that I'm going to take out of my list. I'm going to take TSLL as for Tesla, And my other one was going to be NVDL. It's not on my list. These are the stories that I had on the EV companies, on the gambling companies, on the stocks that were good for September, BBWI, LUV, and Palo Alto. Those are good stocks for that historically have been good for the month of September. Tesla, XPEV, and NEO were the EV companies. CZR, Penn, and DraftKings were. Look at that. All three of these are up. Tomorrow starts football. I would definitely keep my eyes on these. Which one has the best? I might add DraftKings too. All right, so I'm going to go in my portfolio. I'm going to put on DKNG. I'm taking that. Yeah, I'm. Ryan is doing it the smart way. I'm doing it my way. Let's go to our portfolios. Let's go. Glenn's picks long. What am I down? 2.38%. I'm going to leave these stocks in here. Netflix and Eli Lilly. Those are still good stocks. I'm going to let my stops manage the trade. I'm going to click on turn this off. I'm going to add these trades to my portfolio. Buy long, symbol TSLL. All right, let's get the price. Let's get the now price. Target investment. I'm going $1,000. All right.
All in.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Click on apply. I'm going to buy another stock, NVDL. All right. Get the price. Get the now price. Target investment, $1,000. And the last one, DNKG. Oh, what is DraftKings?
DKNG
is DKNG. Get the price. Get the now price. 1,000. These are the three stocks that I'm adding to my portfolio. All right, these are the three stocks. The only time we add stocks to these portfolios is when we're live. We don't do anything in the middle of the week. All right.
Nope.
Click on OK. Add those stocks to my. What are my stops? I think I'm at a 28.7.
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Let's go put this on. Customize. Yeah, I'm at a 28.7. No, these are at a 7% trail. I'm at a 7% trail. All right, let's go finish. Save. All right, these are the stocks that I'm adding to my portfolio. 10 automated positions. You currently have 12. What the flying flip? Anyway, my stocks are there. 1, 2, 3. All right, there's my portfolio. Let's go to the viewers tab. Let's go to Ryan's picks last week.
Yeah, see what I got here. I forgot what I picked.
You had. There was nothing that you were short on.
Nope.
Okay. Let's go back 1 week.
I don't know. We'll see how this list goes.
Let's quick them.
Bank of America might be good.
Goodness.
Yeah,
great.
that's the only one that worked.
Well, NVIDIA killed you. Goodness gracious.
14%.
All right. Let's go to your picks for this week. All you had in here was UVXY.
UVXY.
UVXY. So any stock that he wanted. All right. You want me to put that into the portfolio, I'm assuming?
Yeah, and we're going to add about $400 worth of NVIDIA.
Okay.
We'll do NVDL as well.
Let's go add to portfolio.
And for UVXY, let's just do half a position for 500.
All right. Ryan's
just have a little protection.
Next.
Because we only got the primary wave down.
I wish you stopped talking right quick because I can't listen to you and do it. So this one is what's
$5 for it.
How much? See, I knew that. I knew I was gonna forget. How much did you want to put in UVXY?
500. Just half a position.
Okay. Next. All right. So you just added $500 of UVXY. What else did you want to add?
400 of NVDL.
Okay. Edit. Add trade. Buy long, symbol NVD. He going in all light. Get the price. Get the now price. 400.
400.
That is so weak.
Well, we just started the portfolio last week.
You are.
I'm not about to jump all in with everything going on right now. That's
all right. Those are your two positions you added to your portfolio.
perfect. So I'm down what, 1.5,
and I'm down more.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I'm down 2.5%, but I did. I hate you. I just added on Tesla and Nvidia, and I put $1,000 in each one.
Okay.
All right.
Tesla and Nvidia ain't gonna save you, buddy. But good luck.
We'll see.
I'm hoping that's good because I just got into it myself.
I am trading these on a 7% trail. I am trading just so that if you want to follow along.
Are my stops the same?
I think they are.
They should be 7% trail, right?
Let's go edit. You got a 10% trail. Is that what you want or not?
Let's keep it at 10. That works.
All right. So there we go. So these are our live portfolios. All right. Every week we will add or not add, and I like how Ryan did it. He did it the prudent way. Me, I did it. I was gunslinging.
You're just shooting from the hips over here, huh?
I'm gunslinging. I'm straight up gunslinging. Especially because I put $1,000 position in Netflix and Eli Lilly. I only have one share. I only have one share of each. But the Tesla, DraftKings, and now Nvidia, I've got more shares. We'll see how this works out. All right. Let's go back to the viewers tab. I think it's time for their picks. Yeah, customer picks last week. Let me see. Did I empty out this one? I did. Good. These are your picks. What strike would you put on a covered call for NVDL? Let's go.
We'd have to look at it. But Remore, yes, I'm a buyer. Like I said, I'm just waiting on some more money to get over to my brokerage account. Should be there tomorrow and buy a couple shares. And I just added my regular portfolio here.
I'd sell the 50. It's trading at 46.36. I'd sell the 50. Until it went below 45. Closer to the money, I would sell the 45. You're going to get more premium selling the 45, but it ain't there yet. But I would sell the 50. You're $4, $3.50 off of that. I would sell the 50. All right. Let's go to the viewers tab. Back to the viewers tab. Here's your picks for last week. Let's go see what you guys did. Let's go see what you did. Quick test all. Woof.
SMCI.
You guys were almost as bad as... Well, you know something? I don't think they would have been bullish on SMCI. So
and that was only down 5%.
No, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that they would have been bullish on
I think they're more so probably just asking about it because it was dropping. Yeah, fair enough.
So let's quick test these. You're still down 3.4%. NVIDIA was the big hurt for everybody. Again, I mitigated a lot of that loss. One, I sold half of the NVDL position. I picked up UVXY and SQQQ and NVDS. That really helped to absorb a lot of the price decline on NVDL. All right, not too many people know how much oil is in Guyana. It seems every month they find more. I'm sure you may know XOM, CVX is fighting over. I saw a story about that on Exxon, trying to get some of that Guyana oil. You know, we still got more oil than Guyana. We got more oil than anybody in the world. We do. Drill, baby, drill. Can I say that? Am I going to get canceled? Joey says I'm going to get canceled. All right, so I can't say
Glenn,
that.
You're going to get canceled.
Well,
this will just be the Ryan AMA show.
It might be. You might be
or
right.
the Patrick AMA show.
Yeah. Or it could be the Patrick AMA show. That's true. All right.
We probably should just change it to that.
Let's go to the customer picks this week. Right on target.
All right, let's see what stocks you got.
All right. How many likes did we get? 43. I should just give you all 4 stocks. I shouldn't be so generous. I should just give you 4 stocks. TGS. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to give you 4 stocks.
We got Lunar. There we go. That rover. What's going on with that rover?
Is the rover still up there? MTG?
I saw someone mention Boeing. Will you just throw that in there? I'm curious what Boeing's doing today.
GGAL. All right. Nobody hit the like button. That's all right. I'm only going to give you 4 stocks. GG. Now,
if I had to get
Ryan may be your saving grace. Ryan, should I give them 10 stocks today? Yes or no?
nope, they get 1 more stocks. I just rechecked the likes. It's 49.
All right,
And then add Boeing for me.
All right, GG. I'm going to add MO. That was the next one in the list. And add Boeing for you. Okay, there we go. Ryan said no. I already said no. Ryan just backed me up. Ryan just backed me up. That's all he did. All right. Remember, the deal is for every 10 likes, we get a stock.
Hey, look, all these stocks are up today, even Boeing.
Yeah, even Boeing. Jeff says, ouch, Ryan. Nope. So I didn't want to be the bad guy by myself.
You're always the bad guy.
I didn't want to be the bad guy, even though I'm wearing the black hat. Even though I'm wearing the black hat.
Hey, I even hit the refresh button to see where the likes are at.
Okay. All right. So here's the stocks you gave us. Nobody gave us any stock that was a sell. Out of the 6 stocks, 5 of them have VSTs above 1. Only 1 has a VST below 1. 4 out of the 6 have CIs above 1. 5 out of the 6 have earnings growth, double digits. So you guys did, for the most part. I do need to put in a VGO for earnings. I got to do that.
Oh, yep, no Broadcom.
I do have to
That's
do
right.
that.
No,
I have to do that. Thank you for that, Ripman. I have to do that. How would you trade put options in the afternoon when the market is down? How to keep the price degradation from making... So now, Mickey, I am, and I'll let Ryan answer for himself. After the market has already done its deal in the morning, I could still be buying puts, but it wouldn't be until the last half an hour of the market open. If the market starts to really pull down in the last half an hour, I'd be okay buying puts going into the next day. Now, if the last half an hour of the market starts going up, I'm not putting those puts on. So it wouldn't be until the last half hour of the day, Mickey, that I would consider buying puts based on what's going on in the market. Ryan?
No, that makes sense. Yeah, I would follow the trend of the direction in the last 30 minutes. You know, if the market's going up in the last 30 minutes, I don't see the logic in buying a put.
Okay. So,
does that make sense, Glenn?
That's how I feel. I feel the same way. And the only reason why I put AVPT is because freaking Jake put all of those exclamation points behind it. So, all right, no more stocks. That's it. All right. Again, out of the 8 stocks now, 7 of them, you gave us decent stocks. So let's graph all of these stocks. Let's go put them onto the VectorVest graph, 1-year graph. Whew. GGAL. Bottom left, like top that. Right. Bottom left, top right. Right, new high, new 1-year high. Rising earnings. Love the volume.
Yeah, the volume ticking up recently. I like everything I see here.
And even with the big down day yesterday, this stock kept going. I like the play. Ryan?
No, I like everything I see here.
I like the play. I like that play, and I cannot lie. Look at that stock can fly up to the. Are you writing that down?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good looking play.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good looking play. All right, let's go to the next one. Same thing with MTG. Bottom left, top right. I'd like to see it take out the 1-year high. It's not far. Love the rising earnings. You know what else I'm going to add to the graph? I'm going to add earnings growth. If earnings is the engine that drives a stock price higher, earnings growth is the fuel. Like that. You got to love a company that goes up and rising earnings and rising earnings growth. Let's make this as an area too. I like this play. Ryan?
And the fact that it had negative earnings growth rate, in the first half of the year, but now it's positive at 6%. So that's a good turnaround story in itself.
The upper management made the right decisions to put the stock back on the right path. I like the play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in 552 puts, 550 on the SPY. On the spiders, let's go look at SPY. Where's SPY at? 550. You're in the 552, which is lower. That's fine.
You're in the money.
Fine. I actually, if I was going to buy the put, where's that level of resistance? I like the 564, but something as it's pulling down. That's a beautiful level to have put to buy your puts right there. But it's moving down. I'm with you, JD. All right. I just wanted to see that real quick.
And honestly, if you're cheap and you don't have a whole lot of money, if we break or surpasses yesterday's low, I'd look at like, at or near the money. Maybe the 449 or even the 450.
549.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 549 or 550.
Yeah, you go.
If we surpass yesterday's low, that would be my inclination.
Oh, and guess what?
Open up some puts there.
That's
and
right
we're
at
right
a
at
gap.
that level.
That's right at a gap too.
Hey, that's the trade setup right there. And you got to fill the gap. Hey, I might even buy. Well, I don't know. Like I said, depends how much money you have in your brokerage account. But if you're strapped for cash, because there's a gap, I might go 1 or 2 expirations out of the money.
I like that idea, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right. MTG we like. Let's go to the next one. A little bit more volatile in the play.
Look at that full-bodied candlestick today. That's
trading
beautiful,
at session highs.
And there goes that utility. We're just talking about utilities being a defense play for a recession.
That's a good. If you're not in it and you want more confirmation, I'd look at the high sitting at about $20.53. We're not that far from it. Or if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, beautiful open candle with no wick at the top. So it's trading right at session highs. Has a high probability of probably breaking through that.
A lot of momentum over the last month to the upside. Volume picking up too. Look at that. There's some pretty high volume days over the last month on some of those big candlesticks as well.
I like that. Jake says GGAL also pays a monthly dividend. Ryan, what brokerage do you use?
I use Webull and Charles Schwab.
I use Schwab. Wow.
That's a high flyer.
What don't I like about it though, Ryan?
Probably the following's growth rate. Yep. But honestly, if I'm in this stock, I'm probably playing this for the technicals
and
the
leave
momentum
it
off of it.
And leave it. So now
and leave it. Yeah. I'd just draw a trend line, maybe a 20-day exponential, keep it real simple. And as long as it stays above that, keep raking in money.
If you're interested in getting into it, playing that trend line might be a great way to mitigate losses. But that straight 45-degree angle. Straight. I don't like the earnings growth, but Ryan's right. Playing the technicals, playing that level of support by way of a trend line, be a great way to mitigate losses.
Look at that RT continuing to climb too.
That's not parabolic, JD. That's 45-degree angle.
Yeah, it went from $45 to $55 since July. So
that's
I wouldn't say that's parabolic.
See the difference in the slope, JD? That's parabolic. That's a
what I do like about this.
Well, talk to me. I mean, you can move your mouse. You do know that.
I was gonna say, if you look at this, for this big move to the upside, only one real gap down during this whole big move here. Not very gappy at all. I do like that. That's kind of a little bit safer because normally if you see a run like this, typically you get a little bit of gaps, a little bit more volatility in play. But yeah, I like this as far as a momentum trade. As far as long-term investment, that's another situation. But as far as momentum trade, I'm on board with it. And it's tobacco. Was it Carol? Carol, were you just talking about
Somebody
the
said
company?
It was tobacco.
Huh?
Bill says it's tobacco.
Yeah, I see that it's tobacco there. So, the Sen stocks, I guess that's what they're coined. They're hot right now, hot space. So I'm for it.
All right, I am too. All right, next stock, AVGO. I'm going to put on another layout real quick.
The earnings layout?
Yep. Do I have it?
I'll be honest, I'm not even going to try to predict Broadcom.
Oh, man. I think when they redid this, I don't think they took over all of my other...
Oh, your graph layouts?
So I got to come back with that. All right. I gotta redo that.
Well, from the earnings perspective, there's definitely a divergence between price action and growth rate. Growth rate's falling over the last 12 months while the price action's been rising.
We got a little wedge here, right? Prior to earnings, we got us a little wedge going here. I don't like the downtrend from the high.
I don't like the sentiment in the market when it comes to semiconductors right now. That's my big concern.
And I don't like the earnings growth rate. I don't know what, I don't. Earnings and earnings growth. Earnings is rising, but they're not growing at the rate they were before. Lisa says, what about the first hour? When is the best to buy in? First half an hour. The two most volatile times in the market where stocks make the biggest moves is going to be the first half an hour of the market and the last half an hour of the market.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when we do the Jockey Club, a lot of the trades that we take in the morning are done in the first half an hour of the market open. All right. So in the past, I've always been taught to buy around 10:30. You can. I like buying between the 9:30, 10 o'clock. A lot of times we get a reversal at 10 o'clock. 10:30 is fine.
As long as you don't get emotionally attached in the morning, because trust me, I trade options in the morning. I know what as long as you can stick to the plan. I mean, yeah, the biggest moves are going to be first thing in the morning,
right,
and then in the afternoon. As long as you can stick to a plan and stick to a system that's consistent, go for it. But if you get all wishy-washy and
then you need to pull
you
back.
hit your stop and you don't know what to do, you don't close, I'm gonna tell you right now, just to save yourself the headache. But if you're gonna trade first thing in the morning or in the afternoon, especially from a day trader's perspective, discipline. Gotta be disciplined. Otherwise, if you're not, you're probably just wasting your time.
All right. Next one, AVPT, bottom left, top right. About 4 days off the latest high. A little bit of give back. I wonder if that was earnings. It was not earnings.
No.
But after earnings, though, it did run. I don't know what happened here. There was a little give back, but the price has moved up, not past the high, but has overtaken the candle.
If you look at that upper and lower wick as of today, a lot of indecision right now.
Yeah, a little bit of a
from the
spinning
buyers
top.
and sellers.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm not a big fan of it right now. If you're in it,
leave it alone.
It's trending up. It's moving up. Just manage it accordingly. But as far as opening it or opening a new position,
I would wait until the
I would. Especially with the way the market is, I'm not too on board.
I can't believe Jake made me put this stock in. I'm mad at you, Jake. All right. Lunar.
Jake says it looked much better 3 hours ago.
Lunar is starting to move. I'm not. Listen, Ryan has always said if you got to take this much time to look at a graph, it's a rise. It's an ascending triangle. It's an ascending triangle.
I like it, but I'd have to see that confirmation from the breakout to the upside.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, the only reason why the stock moved like it did last time was news driven.
Right.
So I would definitely check out the news on this position. Maybe there's some more news coming out. That's why it's trending up over the last few weeks. But yeah, since the rover tipped over last time, I haven't really kept this on my radar much.
Red Rover, why did you tip over? All right, let's go to the next one.
Because Glenn bought the stock.
Boeing.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not liking
Boeing.
No.
Brand new low as of yesterday.
Yeah, and that's all I got to say.
What's their value on it? $65.
How did you see it? Is it up here? Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's up there.
65.86. Goodness gracious.
I'm still in the short field. As far as bottom fishing on Boeing,
I'm not ready to bottom fish.
I'm a long ways away. Maybe if it drops below $100, it'll become more attractive. But 160, we're valuing it at 65. The whole reason why stocks are overvalued is because investors feel like paying a premium for it. Do you feel like paying a premium for Boeing?
Nope.
No. Nope.
7% stop limit. There's nothing wrong with that, Lisa.
Yeah.
You got to use a stop limit that fits you. You got to use whatever you use. How much pain are you willing to take? You talk about a buy stop limit or a stop limit in general, right? So there we go. And look at that. Right at 258 with my stories, the way that I said, I told you I was going to get through them, and we got through their stocks, the whole 9 yards. We're on time. Joey, please wake up and put us on our last screen, please.
You got it, cowboy.
All right.
You got it.
I want to make a shout out to Steve Chappell. The review he did on the market last night was great. Make sure you watch those daily videos. Lots of info there. Thank you, John. I will let him know.
Hey, I did them last week.
And it was okay.
That's when hey, I gave you plenty of warning of that triple top formation last week.
He did.
Literally as we were approaching those levels, I was like, be careful. But you just never know.
All right.
You just never know.
You want to sign us off today?
Yeah, let's sign us off. I'll do it today.
Okay.
Since Joey won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody, Definitely want to keep those in our prayers that are affected by the shooting in the Atlanta area. Glenn mentioned that earlier. Definitely in my prayers there. As far as everybody else, good luck in the market this week. We've got big news, Broadcom earnings tomorrow. Important economic data coming out Friday. Like I said, I'm a big NVIDIA believer. I know you saw me and Glenn both buy the dip today. If you plan on buying the dip NVIDIA, just stay disciplined. You saw our stop there. I had 10%. Glenn's got 7%. Just make sure you got a plan in place, right? Just in case it doesn't work out. But besides that, everybody enjoy this beautiful afternoon, and we'll catch you next week.
See ya.
See ya.